love it, I love it. I'm loving it, I'm loving it.
I'm gonna try. Work till I die, till I die, till I die. I'm gonna fail and get up, 'cause I'm not giving up on my dream.
Hey gorgeous, and welcome to my channel. I'm Kopano, and this is How I Do Things, the show where you send me your questions and I let you know how I would do things. And I can take it as entertainment or use it as advice. Take it, don't take it, use it, don't use it at all. Listen, do what you will with it. I'm just letting you know what I would do if I was in your shoes. Now, many of you have asked me for an eye makeup tutorial, and since Christmas is around the corner, I thought why not make a Christmas inspired, all the drama, glittery eye makeup look that is actually way easier than you think it is, and give you all the tea on exactly how I make it happen so that you can look gorgeous for Christmas too. Now let's head straight into this video. Let's not waste any more time, because I also have another video coming up all about how I get my simple updos, which is also an amazing Christmas look too. Okay, so I have already done my eyebrows and I have done my foundation, and the reason why I've done that is because I'm in studio, and what I do with my eyebrows and my foundation is pretty different from what I would do on an everyday basis. So you can do your eyebrows and your foundation whichever way you want to, but if you want to see how I do my everyday brows, the tutorial is up here. So let's get into step number one. The first thing that we want to do is to set our eyelids. What that actually means is to just have a good base on your eyelid so that your makeup goes on beautifully and that it's like a good clean canvas. So what I usually use for that is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I use it in a shade that is either exactly the same color as my skin or a few shades lighter. So once I have a thin layer of the concealer on my eye, I use a very small beauty blender to just blend this out. Now I've already used this beauty blender, that's why it looks like this. It's originally purple. So I use this just to pat it out and make sure that it's smooth and matte on my eyelid. So I literally get my makeup done in about 2 or 3 steps. Once I've done this, babes, I'm a few steps away from finishing. So step number 2 is that I'm going to take a blending brush. This is a blending brush from, I think I got this is the Color blending brush 311, really fluffy at the tip, but it's nice and short, and this just helps you to blend out any makeup that you have. Okay, so the whole key to having a really good makeup look is to blend it out. So I'm using the Homesa Fleur Cosmetics Glow Gang palette. Now you can use whichever palette that you want to use, but I like to use just one because I am that lazy. So I'm using Stay Humble as my transition color, and I'm going to put it right by my eye bone. So there's a bone in your eye socket, so there. So you're literally going to look for it, and you're going to put that color right there, and you're going to continue to work it back and forth until that thing has no hard lines. You don't want any hard lines. No hard lines whatsoever. And you're going to keep going and going and going until it's nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm doing this in a C shape. However, I am making sure that I concentrate it. So once I am done blending this out, what that means is that you can see where it's concentrated, but it fades out on the edges. And that's what I want. I want no harsh lines that show this is where it starts and this is where it ends. Once I'm done doing that, I'm going to take a lighter color and I'm going to put that on my brow bone. What that means is that right underneath the brow, this just basically shows you the different parts of the eye. This is going to need a different brush. It's just a simple brush, small paddle brush, and you're going to take a nice light brow bone color. Now this doesn't have a brown bone color, so I'm going into my contour palette and I'm just picking a nice light color and I'm dabbing that into my brow bone. Now it's only going to be on the edge of my brow, as you can see, and then I'm going to use the same blending brush to blend that out. So step number 4 is to put on the color that I want. So to be very lazy, I'm actually only going to use 2 colors on my eyelid. So I'm going to pick a shimmer color that I want. So this is going to be Christmas inspired, so I'm going to go with the reddish shimmer color, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a red base. So I'm going to use Fleur as the base color. All right, so how I'm going to do that is I'm going to start off by using a eyeshadow brush. This is also from Kala. It's available at Discam and from Clicks. I'm going to dip it into the color Fleur, and I'm literally just going to pat it into my eyelid, literally from the base, and move upwards until that brow bone. So the same place where we put the eyeshadow, where we put the crease color, we're just gonna work until the crease, and we're literally just patting it in. So we're gonna take it and we're gonna pat it in, and we're gonna continue in that C shape. All right, so now that I've patted it on, I'm going to reach for the same blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend out that edge, just to make sure our color transitions nicely. Cool. Now for some people, they might just finish here because they are happy, but for me, I need the drama. So we move on to the fifth and final step for my eye look. Step number 5 is to lay on the glitter, baby. So there are 2 ways to do this. You can either use a brush, which is just a small thin paddle brush, or you can use your finger. Now I use my pinky. I pat it into the color that I want, close my eye, and I start at the base and I pat in that color. Can you see the magic happening? And you just pat it into the eye. When you get into the corner, you can just drag it just a little bit and continue. However, I am extra. I'm using my paddle brush to place it exactly where I want it. So a lot of the times you can stop here, but I like to clean it up, perfect it, and just make sure that everything transitions beautifully. So if you are extra like me, we can continue with step number 6, which is just to take a lighter transition color and just to make sure that we neaten up that crease area. Once I'm done neatening up my crease area, I then move into using my mascara just to clean up my eyelashes. I then reach for my Michelle Ori Paris Fine Eyeliner. This just gives me my extra va-va-voom for my eyes. So I'm not making it dramatic, I just want some shape and definition. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to complete the rest of my face before I do the final touches. Alright, honeys, cleanup is done and I'm happy with the results. I have done the rest of my makeup. I've done my contour, my blush, my highlighter, my concealer is done. I've even done my lips. Now it's time for the finishing touches. Now, if you are happy with this, you can stay here. You don't need all the extras. However, if you're extra like moi, then you can move on to step number 7, which is to put the same base color at the bottom of your eye. Now I know what you're thinking. Red? Give me a second. I'm going to pick on a thinner paddle brush. This is an eyeshadow brush, a paddle, and I'm going to go to the same base color, which is Fleur, which is the reddish pinkish color, and I'm going to look. Now here you want to look up, okay? So bend your face down and just pat it in right under your waterline, right there. That's it. Now when you get to this corner over here, you want to call on a much lighter, more shimmerier color. I'm going to use the base of the paddle brush and put that on the corner of my eye. So the final step is for me to put my lashes on. So what I do is that I put the lash glue on and I leave it for about 5 to 8 minutes for it to get a little dry and tacky. What that does is that when I finally put my lashes on, it's actually going to be like, you know, quite sticky but not move around, and they're going to stick the first time around. Alright, so now that my hair is done, I'm now going to put on the lashes. So I put my lashes on with my fingers, and how I like to do it is I like to hold the middle, look up, so hold my mirror upwards, look up, get a nice gap in between my eyelid and the rest of my eye, and I'm literally just going to place the lash in the center, pushing my lashes down and then just placing it on. And if your glue is nice and tacky, it will stick the first time. And just like that, darling, my makeup is donezies. I've got my beautiful Christmas eyes, I've got my lashes on, my hair is done, and I'm ready for Christmas lunch or breakfast or whatever it is that you guys like to do for Christmas. I love this look. Has a close-up. Let's get a full close-up of the look, darling. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Many of you have been asking for an eye makeup tutorial, and here it is, darlings. All you need is a base color and the glitter on top, and you're good to go. That's it for today. Hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Please leave your comments and your questions in the comment section down below, and if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you give this one a big thumbs up. Hope that you guys are enjoying Christmas. Until next time for another live premiere tomorrow at 7:30. I'll see you then. I'm Kopano and this is how I do things. Hey beautiful, thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I hope that you enjoyed this one, and I hope that you'll be continuing to watch and join us for the live premiere at 7:30 every single day, early in the morning South African time. Now if you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on this button right here and feel free to binge watch, honeys. Head over to my website www.kopaneshimagi.com to check out my new ebook, Her Daily Success Journal. If you want to set your New Year's resolutions and actually achieve them, then you definitely want to check out this journal. Until next time, bye.